Hey guys, welcome to your YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about Instagram versus TikTok. So, as you know, Instagram was started off as a photo sharing app and took off around the 2012s to around 2017s, up to around COVID period, where TikTok came around and started competing with Instagram. And Instagram basically it was meant to be an application where you can share with photos what you're doing, and you can have followers and following. But it changed and it became an app where you just post your highlights and what you're doing, and it became like a show-off application where people put in a lot of effort to show off what they're doing, to show off where they are, to just show people, their life is sort of like better than others. And that's what it is even up to now. And more than that, it became a thirst trap, women posting very sexy photos on Instagram and, influenced also by, people like Kim Kardashian and the family and also showing people like we have money, and it created also this trend of being a socialite where women were just I don't know, they're just like uh, amassing followers by showing especially men sexy photos and vacations in places like Dubai, in Europe. And you always ask yourself a question: how is this person living this life and they're not even showing their job? Because people are posting, every day, very luxurious lifestyle. And yes, I believe that people, yes, do have make a living and live that kind of life every day. But Instagram really like excited the fact that people want to live a very luxurious life without any consequences. And Instagram was that platform where people are living luxurious lifestyles without any consequences. And most of them now we've come to learn that they're faked. Most people fake their profile on
Hush puppy.
Instagram. They fake that they are. Yeah, we can talk about Hush Puppy, who was, an online scammer. He scammed people almost $500 million, and his account was, we say lit. His account was insane. The best luxury cars, the best luxury clothes, private jets. Versace Palazzo in Dubai. And then we find out that this guy ended up getting caught because he was dumb enough to post his content on Instagram. And that's what Instagram has forced people to do. People are just uh, trying to be, trying to test an ounce of success so they can show on Instagram, which I think to some degree is not really necessary. And then you have TikTok now, which is a different game. TikTok is a video sharing app. It's short videos, and you can share you can share anything. So what TikTok did, they promoted more of people sharing the reality. You have engineers, doctors, all kinds of professions posting on TikTok the things they know. You even have billionaires on TikTok, giving people information about how to invest. You have millionaires telling people how to invest, real estate people telling people how to invest. You have people showing people skills. If it's someone who does graphic design, there's someone on TikTok showing you how to do graphic design. There are programmers on TikTok showing you how to do which technologies are trending, which technology to learn. TikTok is basically the YouTube of short videos, where even on the search, if you searched for something on TikTok, you'd find what you're looking for. But on Instagram, it's very different. Instagram is the algorithm is just a thirst trap. Instagram, you go on your feed, if you're a man, they'll just show you women in sexy clothes consistently. And it will just, yeah, as a man, you'll be forced to look at it. But at some point, you kind of get tired of it and it becomes really boring. And Instagram now is being, even recently, Mark Zuckerberg's net worth, dwindled because of one, he did Meta, and because of two, people literally just moved from his platforms to TikTok. And TikTok just as a whole, we have people like Kabilem who took over the social media game because people like Kim Kardashian, their audience is mostly on Instagram, and even them, we see that Instagram, since it's photo sharing mainly, people edit photos, people edit how they look, how they appear. This makes young women, especially coming up, feel like they have to live up to extremely high standards, which are faked. People do Photoshop on, Kim Kardashian, we saw, does Photoshop on her photos to make her body look more curvy. And it makes women very pressured. Women want this expensive lifestyle, these expensive things, and they feel like they don't have to work for it. They just have to, find someone who can give them that life. So if you look at Instagram, the it has affected the society. It hasn't done any good more than TikTok has. TikTok has done much better because it's given people a platform to share what they're good at. If you're good at something, TikTok is a place you can go and you'll get people who interact with you and view your videos. But Instagram is losing the race, and it's losing the race very fast because even men probably are the ones who migrated out of Instagram because Instagram was becoming too much. And even me personally, I migrated out of Instagram because it was becoming too much of a show off. Even people you can't talk to them on Instagram because you're not on the level that they're playing on. And I remember the times when Facebook was released. I was around 14 years old, and that time Facebook was a platform for talking with friends. You could talk to your friends all the time. You could always post and your friends will comment. But now it's not about that anymore. Now it's about popularity contest. It's about being famous, being rich. And people are not really showing each other on Instagram how to get there. But on TikTok, at least people will show you. So a millionaire can come and say, "Hey, me, I'm a millionaire. This is what I did XYZ to become a millionaire." But TikTok is just, I just woke up and I was rich, and that gives a lot of pressure to the youth. And I think Instagram very soon will be an app for either for posting sexy photos or nothing else, because that's what it is at the moment.
And it's
Maybe Josh, you
good.
can add something.
And it's good if say that DMing people on Instagram, they even don't even reply. But since
Mm,
since me being on TikTok, I've talked to engineers, I've talked to scientists, I've talked to all sorts of people.
mm,
You just talk to
mm,
them, and I've noticed people in TikTok are more appreciative, and they engage you as a human being
mm,
because all these platforms
mm.
were made for communication. So I don't understand why in Instagram and a person DMs you and you pretend that you're too cool because
Yeah, yeah,
because you go like a platform like TikTok, there are so many career people, engineers, and all these, and they answer people.
yeah.
That
Like,
was
yeah,
perfect. People were doing real change because
yeah.
showing your body
Yeah.
or showing that you have
Mm,
money or that's not real change. But engineers,
yeah.
scientists, you talk to them and they reply.
Yeah, like you've mentioned that even me, there's this guy called Scott. I think it's Scott Selman. He's a very renowned programmer at Microsoft, and people are calling him the OG. He's very big in Microsoft. I commented on his TikTok, and he replied with a video, and I was very shocked. And this is a guy who has 30 years experience in programming. If it was on Instagram, you wouldn't expect someone like that to reply
Mhm.
to you on Instagram. But TikTok, the engagement is high. People are really replying.
Mhm.
TikTok even shows you someone whose video profile. If
Mhm.
you posted a video, you get many profile visits. And Instagram is still holding information. TikTok gives even analytics. It gives you a lot of options to interact with the app. It's like basically in software engineering, they call it open sourcing an application where you can have as many features as you want in an app the way you want it. TikTok kind of feels like it's free. It feels like it's free to use. It feels like it's free to engage. And people, like you said, when you comment on someone's TikTok and you comment something positive, they reply and say thank you.
They
You
even
can
answer your
even
questions, even if you have
even
an
answer
issue.
your questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no TikTok is not a place of cool people. It's a place of realistic people. But
Mm.
Instagram,
And I've
it's
noticed
even
if you're a
even
professional, you won't have an ego. Professionals don't have ego.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Only
Professionals
wannabes
are
and
ego.
socialites who feel they're
Yeah,
above
yeah,
everyone else.
yeah, yeah.
I think it also
And I
comes with the
think,
job.
yeah,
If you're a
it
socialite,
also
the
comes with
ego,
a job.
yeah, it
Yeah,
comes.
because socialite and the whole culture of being socialite and being a socialite, being someone who has to post sexy photos to get attention, it starts to diminish when you realize people know the truth.
Mhm.
Instagram, we know that all these women in Dubai and everything, they're paid. prostitutes.
Mhm.
And and how did he learn that? We learned that on TikTok, where
On TikTok.
people on TikTok have traveled to Dubai and lived there and are coming out to say,
Even don't forget, TikTok is the one that even it's removing the veil. You know how we saw these
it's
celebrities,
exposing people like
the
Drake.
Kardashians, the Drake, because now even
Exposing
guys who
them and
worked with
showing,
them, like maybe it was the
yeah,
bodyguard, maybe it was the
they come out
nanny.
and
They
talk.
come and talk. These guys are
And
like
even
this.
TikTok has this Reddit thread
Yeah.
where people post videos on that from Reddit, and you find that the reality of life is just as it is reality for you. You know, there's no crazy like if you might think America is perfect, but when you go to TikTok, you realize that even someone like Drake is imperfect. He has a lot of flaws. You know, the Kim Kardashian family, they have a lot of flaws. They're even almost psychopaths. And TikTok is a revealer of the truth. And if you look at TikTok, it's Chinese. You know, they've decided to give people information for free and not restrict. But if you started talking about Kim Kardashian on Instagram, you know, Kim Kardashian is pulling millions and millions of women to Instagram. And if you start talking negative things about her, you become cancelled, you become banned. And I think as you know, even the dominant apps like Snapchat and all, they're coming to an end because they're like, it's just about, you know,
because life is not
there's
about
something I wanted to mention.
really having fun. You know, they promote only having fun. But TikTok,
and
TikTok,
Sorry.
you know, just saying that how we were talking, like the reason why the Kardashian, all these socialites can't adapt with TikTok is because TikTok is not a lie. You have to show what you're really
TikTok
doing.
is not a lie.
And you know, they've created the fantasy of life is good and everything. But when you go to TikTok, you know, the majority of the people are engineers, are janitors, are taxi drivers, and that's the people who are in TikTok. So if I'm a taxi driver, I'm more inclined to go to TikTok because I can relate with a taxi driver in Dubai or New York.
And if you look at someone like Kabilem became popular on TikTok because he pointed out that people are you know, they're kind of lying and bullshitting people, because Kabilem was pointing out that all those things that people are trying to do on Instagram, they are very fake and everything. Another thing Instagram has done is bring more porn. You know, Instagram gave rise to OnlyFans, and many women fell for that trap of OnlyFans, where, you know, OnlyFans is a platform where I heard that OnlyFans started as a platform for, you know, people with advice to give advice, but it turned into an online pornography platform. You know,
it's even promoting objectifying, like, you know, like
objectifying.
women as a commodity.
We hear you know, now in America, people are renting big houses and you know, hiring, you know, tens of women to do pornography so they can post on OnlyFans. So the trick is a beautiful woman will come on Instagram and we start engaging with men. And, you know, we had, you know, if you go on some of these documentaries, they show that even this engagement from women on Instagram is fake, because it's a bot. You know, you find a woman who is very beautiful, she's engaging with you online, and you find that, you know, in reality, she's a bot. She doesn't really exist. She just wants you to go to her OnlyFans and pay a subscription so you can see her naked. And that is promoting a huge like indecency to even the upcoming young women and young men. They start thinking that now, as a man, all you need to do is get a bunch of women and we rent a house and we do OnlyFans, because that's pornography.
And have you realized, when you know, when people try to post about you know, having fun, you know, sexy photos on TikTok, they usually don't get views.
They usually don't get views. They don't
in
even
fact,
get
the things
like
that get views
likes.
on TikToks are more educative. The things that go viral.
Like you find someone talking about let's say tax. You know, someone can come on TikTok
even
and
even
say,
that chick, that mathematician who was talking about how we need to learn mathematics, even to go to space.
How mathematics hasn't even been done properly. We haven't even reached the epitome of mathematics yet, as you know, as Hollywood tries to portray. There's even you know, there are even people who come out and say, I've been divorced and, you know, I've lost everything. People, especially men, they come out and say, you know, I was in a divorce and I gave everything. I live in a 1-bedroom house now, I'm broke. And that's the kind of content that's on TikTok, because you can relate. You know, you can see that, okay, for sure, a divorce will cost you a lot. But when you go on on Instagram, it's opposite. Especially women, they are all, it seems like all of them are on vacation.
Yeah.
And you always wonder, like, why is everyone on vacation on Instagram, but on TikTok everyone is working? Because TikTok, you find that even people come out and say some women, like for example, something like women celebrating their divorce. The way and you need to understand that statistics say that almost 50% of TikTok users are 45 and above.
That's
So that's why you find that
that's why it's very
people
serious.
are scientists, doctors. Yeah, that's why TikTok is a very serious platform. It's very indicative because the people who are in the lead are giving people useful information. Because you even saw that
they're professional.
There's this trend that came out of professionals saying what they wouldn't do as a profession. Air hostesses saying they wouldn't doctors saying they wouldn't do this kind of plastic surgery. That kind of thing. It really boosts TikTok.
Even showing guys the high value courses, high value skills. Showing how much you can
even the
earn.
skills you need, the skills you don't.
Even showing guys Instagram countries to travel, countries to relocate. Yeah, it's so wide.
Instagram even failed at memes. Like Instagram failed. Instagram, their main source of traffic is naked women. That's all I can say. Because even if I can even do a demonstration, let me just
I have an issue with Zuckerberg because why is he? It's like he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, because you see here, these are my I don't know if you can see suggested posts. I don't know if you can see properly.
Yeah.
So that's my suggested. When I start scrolling, you see, look at what I'm saying.
Even when you do the search,
just women looking sexy.
Yeah.
All of this is just women.
Even the search.
That's suggested posts.
Yeah.
If you go to TikTok, I don't know what I'll see on TikTok. I hope it won't show something.
I don't think so.
The first thing I see is someone teaching me how to watch something. That's TikTok.
You can even go down.
Teaching, yeah. That's a meme. I don't know what that is. I can't see properly. That's someone live.
Yeah. I know this guy.
Teaching you about. Yeah. This is someone teaching me about things to do. And I don't follow these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking. Like we've just seen that we've gone to two feeds randomly, and Instagram has just showed me sexy photos of sexy women.
And nothing to.
And TikTok has shown me. It's just shown me someone using a mop.
Yeah.
And a meme and someone talking about if you want to buy something. So I think Instagram is, especially for the male audience, Instagram is going to lose.
Yeah,
it's going to lose all its.
And I feel even the male audience is the largest consumer of Instagram.
Yeah, of Instagram. Yeah, I believe that as well. Yeah. And there's this thing that happened recently. It's called it's an event where men and women come to hang out. So it's like an open. It has a name, but I've forgotten the name. It's like a sort of event where men and women come to. It's like a dating event. So what happened, because of the influence of the way women have. Okay, it was like. I think it was influenced by social media, because the way women are portraying themselves on social media, they seem very unapproachable. So this event for men and women to interact and come on an open date, it was full of women only. You get the way women are showing themselves online. It's making men really disinterested. Disinterested in competing for that cause.
And it's funny thing that you post, these online platforms are portraying them as commodity, but they don't want to be viewed as commodity.
Yeah. And it's them who are taking the photos. It's not any person who's coming to take the photos by force. And if you look at the way now, the fact that women are portraying themselves in a sexual way, it's making men really not want to compete, because the moment a woman posts a photo, she gets 1,000 likes. Those are probably 1,000 men, and some are women.
Do you remember that video on TikTok we saw of a woman saying that when she used to dress sexy clothes are so uncomfortable, and everybody used to approach her based on a sexual approach, but she changed her to dressing very modest. It even changed how people perceive her. They became more respectable.
She even got more respect.
Yeah.
She even got more respect from men. Men approached her with with a serious mindset.
Yeah.
But when she dressed sexy, men approached her with the mindset of you're an object, I want to use you.
Yeah. She even said sexy clothes are not comfortable because you have to.
Yeah. Even on TikTok, people are coming out to say even implants, breast implants, and these implants are not comfortable at all. We even saw someone who's operated on the breast implant became, accumulated calcium and became hard.
Yeah.
So all these things that Instagram is trying to show women and men that life is easy. It's all about looking the best you can look every single moment. And it makes the younger generation also not interested in reality.
And also these challenges of telling people I'm 60, what would I tell my younger self? Because
on TikTok,
I feel Instagram is also affecting people mentally, giving them mental issues, stress, thinking they haven't achieved. But when you go to TikTok, guys are saying, no, you can reinvent yourself at any time. There's a lot of opportunities.
Even we saw TikTok told us that the reason why there's this guy who came up with statistics were talking about the average age for especially men to make it in life is 40s and 50s. I don't know if you remember, but TikTok is trying to show everyone by 21 you should have already.
It actually said that the reason why here people dropped out of university or people who are successful at 21 billion is because the Hollywood aspect wants to market that. But in reality, the highest percentage of successful
men and
all
women,
over the world.
It's
not just one place. All over the world. It starts from
all
40,
over the world. 40,
and it increases the number increases as you go to 60. So most people will be successful 50, at in their 60. And it also showed that out of 100% of people who are millionaire and rich people, 70% of them actually went to college and did a skill-based a skill-based a skill-based it's not how people think that everyone just did business and they did some kind of they specialized in in some kind of skill. Either it's a software engineer, you perfect at it, and then you do. Either you're a doctor, you open your own hospital, or you're a lawyer, you open your own. They had to acquire some kind of
skill and experience to be able to become successful. And if you think about it, even right now in Kenya, most parents, as we're almost in our 30s, like we see parents who have kids the same age as us, they are successful in their 60s, 70s. Like even me, I have relatives who, they're this age of 60, 70, and that's when they become extremely successful. They become probably very successful financially and also, asset-wise. And TikTok is trying to tell people that life is real. Life is not you don't just wake up and you're famous. Okay, yes, you can wake up and go viral, but that doesn't mean it can convert into anything. But Instagram is trying to tell young people, hey, by 21, like sometimes you can meet someone who's coming up 21. Like like there's this time I talked to a lady. She had a very I understand women, they mature faster and everything, but the expectation versus reality was so different because right now, 29, some people can expect you to be married, have a house, everything, expect you to have figured out everything, but they don't really look at the majority of people, really. And also TikTok was telling us that even men, that's at 30, that's when they start becoming,
actually it was at 5.
It was actually, that's when they start becoming like, extremely focused.
Sexual peak and
sexual peak. Even financially start becoming stable at 35. And they're telling men, don't rush. And they're telling women, even women, it's different. Women, they grow up earlier, so they need to make decisions much faster than men. And all these things you are talking about, you just learn them from TikTok. On this video, all these things, all those examples about information, it's from TikTok. And TikTok doesn't make you watch, even YouTube is kind of losing the race because YouTube also, the advantage of YouTube is it gives you hours and hours and hours of information, but TikTok gives you shorter videos. What's it called? Shorter videos, But I think when you combine the YouTube and YouTube cannot be erased because YouTube is is TikTok, and TikTok is YouTube, but different durations of time.
Mm.
And I think the fact that it shows it that the whole world just wants good information that they can use. It's like the mission for Google is to make information useful. So imagine if you're in a situation and TikTok could give you a solution. You know, that's where people are heading to, because we are tired of the whole fake it till you make it culture. You hear in America, TikTok is showing us that not socialites, but influencers are using Hollywood sets to trick people that they are in an aeroplane. And you know, that really makes you feel, you know, it can make you feel
I even feel like Instagram is responsible for a lot of like the things like suicide, mental illness,
suicide,
depression, you know, like things like those.
Because you look at someone who's the same age as you, is in a private plane and you know, traveling all the whole universe, and they're making it seem like it's so easy. But what they're not telling you is, you know, people have connections. People get lucky. You know, if you're born in a rich family, you're lucky. If you're born in a poor family, you're not that lucky. And that thing plays a part every day. You know, if you're born in a poor family, you have to work 20, 30 times harder than someone who has resources. And I think that's where TikTok is trying now to bring people in and making people like, let's be realistic with one another. That's what TikTok is trying to say. Let's be realistic. Instagram is trying to say, you know, it doesn't matter unless you, as long as you have the likes. Yeah.
I think can leave it there.
Yeah, you can leave it there.
So thank you
guys for joining. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. We'll be pushing content every day.
Also engage us on the comments, and we'll be happy to reply. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers, guys.